In a quiet village under the golden reign of the Ottoman dynasty, 1,300 years ago, lived a young man named Yusuf. Yusuf was ambitious and full of dreams, his heart as tender as the flowing river that watered the farmlands. He loved the serenity of his village, where the call to prayer echoed through the air, and the people lived in harmony with nature. Yusuf spent his days riding horses, practicing archery, and dreaming of one day serving the Ottoman military. But despite his courage and determination, Yusuf had one challenge: his mind was often a storm of overthinking. He would wake up in the middle of the night, his thoughts spinning endlessly like the wheel of a mill, wondering if his dreams were too big or if he was truly on the right path. One early morning, as the first light of dawn painted the sky, Yusuf sat by the village stream, staring at the reflection of the trees on the water. He was deep in thought, overwhelmed by questions about his future, his purpose, and his worth. As he sat there, his childhood friend, Amir, approached. Amir was older, a man of wisdom, often speaking with a calmness that mirrored the stillness of the morning. Amir said, "Yusuf, you seem troubled, my friend. What burdens your heart so heavily?" Yusuf looked up, his eyes filled with uncertainty. Yusuf said, "Amir, I have dreams, great dreams. I wish to serve in the army, to be a man of honor and strength. Yet my mind is always restless. I question myself constantly. Am I making the right choices? Am I strong enough? I cannot silence the storm within." Amir sat down beside him, his gaze gentle but firm. Amir said, "Overthinking is a trap, my brother. It binds you in a web of your own making. But tell me, why do you let your mind carry such a heavy burden alone? Do you not trust in the wisdom of Allah?" Yusuf sighed, his hand stirring the water. Yusuf said, "I trust Allah, but I also fear failing. What if I am not enough? What if I make the wrong decisions?" Amir smiled softly. Amir said, "Yusuf, there is a story I once heard from an old traveler. He spoke of a man who spent his days watching the birds. One day, the man asked, 'How do these birds fly so high without fear of falling?' And the answer came to him, 'They trust the wind beneath their wings, just as they trust the will of Allah.' Overthinking, Yusuf, is like trying to fly without trusting the wind." Yusuf listened, the words sinking into his heart. Amir continued to say, "You are a man of action, a man of strength. Your passion for writing, your skill with the bow, these are gifts. But you must also learn to let go of what you cannot control. Trust in your efforts, yes, but above all, trust in Allah's plan. For it is not your place to know every detail of the future. It is your place to act with faith and leave the rest to Him." Yusuf looked into the horizon, where the sun now fully illuminated the fields. The village was awakening, the sound of life returning with the morning light. Yusuf said, "But how can I stop these thoughts, Amir? They come unbidden, in waves, even when I try to pray or focus." Amir placed a hand on his shoulder. Amir said, "The mind is like a bow, Yusuf. If you pull the string too tight, it will snap. You must learn to release it, to let go. When the thoughts come, acknowledge them, but do not let them chain you. Turn them over to Allah in prayer. Remember the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, trust in Allah, but tie your camel. You are responsible for your effort, but the outcome belongs to Him. Overthinking will not change what is written." The simplicity of Amir's words touched something deep within Yusuf. For the first time in weeks, He felt a sense of clarity, a calm that washed over him like the cool breeze of the village morning. Yusuf stood up, his heart lighter. Yusuf say, "You are right, Amir. I have been trying to control too much, forgetting that true peace comes from trust in Allah. From today, I will put in my best efforts and trust the rest to Him." Amir nodded approvingly. Amir say, "That is the way, Yusuf. Be like the bird, fly with faith, not with fear. And remember, when your mind begins to overthink, return to the simplicity of the moment. Each day is a blessing, each decision a chance to grow. Overthinking only robs you of the present." Yusuf smiled, his heart full of gratitude. He mounted his horse, feeling the strength of the animal beneath him, and rode towards the village. The day was bright, the path clear. His overthinking had not disappeared, but he had learned a valuable lesson. It was not his thoughts that needed silencing, but his need to control them. As Yusuf rode, he whispered a prayer, "Ya Allah, guide me in my actions, and give me the peace to trust in your plan." And from that day on, whenever the storm of overthinking threatened to cloud his mind, Yusuf would remember the words of Amir and the story of the birds. He would take a deep breath, say a prayer, and trust in the wind beneath his wings.